Welcome back to another episode of the Really Bad Podcast. And welcome to the set. Welcome to the fucking set. Oh my God. First episode in our new set, new location. You guys will never guess where we're at, but welcome to the set. Yeah, man. I had my interior designer friends come over, do some work. Shout out to the hardworking Mexicans that came over and did all the setup. They only got a couple months left in the country, so take advantage of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I set up my new sip of my water. It's my new set, and I'm very ecstatic to be here. I'm very fortunate and blessed to have all these millions of people listening and watching. So thank you. You guys are the reason why I have this. Everything was paid for by the contributions that you guys gave me. But real quick, actually briefly, speaking of sets, my room, everything. I have a manifestation wall. I won't show y'all because the controversy of this manifestation wall is that I have a girl's picture on there. That's a girl that I know personally, like she a local, and I just find her very attractive. And not to say that I want her per se, but I just like looking at her. So I put her on my manifestation wall more so in spirit of I'm gonna get me a girl that look like her. Also, it's just a great picture, and I know the homie took it, so it was kind of like I don't know. But she looked good. So yeah, is that weird? Y'all sound off. Is that weird? And also, me and this girl did hook up a couple times, so that's probably makes it weirder because it's like. But I don't care. Anyway, shout out my manifestation wall. Y'all need to get one of those and shit. But yeah, welcome to the new podcast. It's been a minute. Last week's episode, my brother's ex-girlfriend, kind of crazy, right? Ex-boyfriend. Let me correct. It's real crazy to see. My brother just. There was one question I never asked is like who cheated in a relationship. Given my brother's track record, I don't really know. He's a sensitive guy. I just don't see him cheating. But I can just tell there was some infidelity on either side. Me and my brother, we don't talk about his relationship. I've actually never, me and my brother don't ever come to each other and talk about women, which is kind of weird. Or at least not women like we're like romantically involved with. We might talk about like a random girl here or there, but we don't ever talk about anything intimate. Is that weird? Sound off on that. Is that weird that me and my blood brother of 24 years, 25, fuck, I'm old, we don't talk about women intimately? But I have seen his penis, ironically. He gave me an old phone of his one time. It was like an iPhone 5S, and he never cleared the history off of it or the storage. And I saw his bare penis. That was very awkward. And it was a little awkward because at first I was confused. I was like, how'd my dick get on there? Because we had a similar dick at the time. Probably shouldn't have admitted that. Yeah, so since you last seen me, I had surgery. Let me just I got my notes. I'm gonna be more organized in my new set, as you could tell, I'm gonna be more organized, and there's always gonna be a seat open. I don't know what side I feel comfortable in. I'm gonna try this one out for this episode. But funny enough, it's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I've made a new episode because my life has just been in shambles. So the last time you guys heard from me, like solo, I was gearing up for my surgery, and my life's been really shit ever since before that, and honestly after it. But the surgery went well. I didn't die. Razzmatazz. I'm still fucking here and shit, and it was kind of weird. The surgery was very awkward, and the only reason why I wouldn't say the surgery was awkward. The surgery was very I don't know. It was a surgery. I got 4 little markings on me. It feels weird. One in my belly, the one by my belly button kind of hurts still. I think I fucked it up. I think I did too much on my way back. I think I was just out here wilding. And I tried to have sex like maybe 3 days afterwards. No. It would have been that weekend when I got back to the crib. And yeah, it hurt. It hurt to even get an erection. I felt like my fucking abdomen was getting torn out. And shout out to her, because that was like our first time. That was supposed to be like a little hookup, so that shit was awkward and weird, and yeah. I need to stop admitting my sex life. But I didn't die, but there was this one moment before the surgery, and I need doctors to start having, what do they call that? Public speaking classes, because this little awkward anesthesiologist came in, tall, lanky, soft-spoken Asian man, very nice, very young, looked very youthful. So he's Asian and he looked youthful. He could have been 20, he could have been 76. You never know with them. I don't know why we give the black don't crack. It's something with the Asians. The Asian, but then when they sour up, man, Asians when they get old quick. They prune, they fucking turn into. They go from like a succulent grape to like a raisin very quickly. It's like a 2-year process. Where I feel like other races, except for the whites spoil really quick too. But but yeah, nah. Asians look youthful for a long time. They got good diets and shit. But he just couldn't talk. He couldn't talk, and he was trying to explain to me all the anesthesiology risk, and I was just like, "Hey, bro, like put them good drugs in me and let me go to sleep." But I won't lie. Scale of 1 to 10, the pain was like a 7. It's one of the worst pains I've been in so far in my life. But yeah, it went well. I didn't die. Clearly, them hydros kicked my ass too. I don't like pain pills. I'm not trying to act like I'm tough. I'm really not no man. But them pain pills, they took me out. Like I texted so many people. I called so many people. I rekindled some relationships. That was really crazy. I texted one girl, shout out Jess. I was like, hey, why the fuck you blocked me, bro? Like I don't. And I remember when I popped that pill. I want to say maybe an hour later, I had woke up from a little bit of a nap, a little drug-induced nap, and my dream was about her for some reason. And then I woke up and I was just like, yeah, it's been on my mind. Why you blocked me? And I think I put it in a voice memo because I was not really getting out words correctly. But yeah, I texted her. Safe to say I'm no longer blocked. But shout out to her and shit. And her boyfriend, I don't want no smoke. I don't even know why you put that energy towards me, bro. I didn't deserve a block. Because I noticed this shit maybe like a year or two ago. So this has been like 2 years of being blocked. I didn't even really know at first. And then my brother was like, oh, old girl been with old boy for this long. I was like, damn, that's crazy. What? She just posted something? He was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. I went to go look. I couldn't find it. And I was like, oh, shit. Maybe she changed her name. But that was 2 years ago. So, yeah. That shit broke my heart. But I'm cool. I texted Ignacio, told him to squabble up type shit. No, I didn't. No, I tried to patch it over, but he basically he big bro me. And so, yeah. But shout out to him, though. No haste, no ill will. I was really a bitch. I've been a bitch about it, and I keep bringing it up because it was funny, but now it's not funny because we grown men. I texted one of the other homies who honestly is still fuck him. I even said that off the drugs. I was like, hey, you still a bitch because he owed me $355. But outside of that, I just told him, I was like, you ain't got to give me the money back ever. Give me the money back once you got it tenfold. But just so you know, you's a bitch, and I still want you to be okay because, he got a lot of shit going on. And see, you know what? Speaking of that, and that goes into the next thing. Prior to my surgery, that surgery was on Monday the 18th. That Friday, whatever that Friday was, the 15th? Why the fuck did I get into a fucking car accident? Yeah, let me just go into that. That shit, okay. I spoke briefly about the Asian man that was my doctor. My best friend, he Asian. I don't know what it is. I think I got beef with the Asian community, and it's been so subtle. See, now the subcontinent of Asia, I've been had some beef with them, but they done had a long history of just catching beef from me. I'm really not good to all of y'all, the Punjabs and all. Like, we really got beef, and it's all because of the treatment that I got when I was going to Kumon from the ages of 6 to 10. And then also just the experiences I've had in the Swanee Johns Creek area. Y'all done ran me rampant, Y'all own a lot of local community shops that I go to, such as gas stations, Subways, and other eateries, that it just really affects me how y'all people have treated me. And it's really the mistreatment that I used to get from the gas station across the street from the school, because I used to live up the street, and I used to walk to that gas station almost every day during the summer after football practice, and that lady used to always be racist to us, and it was always me. Shit, who else was it? It was me, my brother, sometimes one of the homies if they came over after practice. Or it would just be like a little straggler. My boy, actually, no, not my boy. Fuck you. CJ Burris used to come sometimes, and he light-skinned. 2 light-skins in the dark. She would always single me out. It was this old Indian lady, and it was her husband. I wouldn't even say she was old. She was probably like in her 30s or 40s, but to me, that's old as fuck. So she was like an older Indian lady, and her mans, they just always had something to say that was crazy. You can't wear that shirt in here. Bitch, I'm wearing a tank top. Why can't I wear a tank top? You need to be clothed. Nah, y'all stink. Get out. I'm like, whoa. Y'all talking about? I digress. Let me not even go into that. But anyway, my beef with the Asian community, it honestly grows deeper, and it's harder to have a friend. I start to think We went through that whole Asian Lives Matter shit during the beginning of the pandemic because all the Americans was packing out little old Asian people, which I don't condone nor fuck with. Fuck all y'all for that. Asian people is cool, but I just got some gripes I just got to get off my chest. So past the anesthesiologist on that Friday the 15th, right before going to surgery, I'm gonna set the scene for you. My parents are out of town with my little sister. My brother, he's doing a day in, day out trip to do some stuff for work. So I'm by myself, I'm dolo. My parents asked me to watch my dog over the weekend. I'm like, cool. It's Friday, I just got paid, I'm feeling good. I wanted to go do something before heading over to my parents' crib. Now my job, they were setting up an event in the little courtyard that's right next to our building, so they cut off the usual exit that I take to get up out of the parking lot. So I had to take an alternative route, and see, it's harder to do the UE that I take doing that way because I'm past the UE, so I got to take another UE at a secondary exit that's right next to a school. So I'm like, that's too much work, so I just took the alternative route home. So I take my little alternative route home, and I knew I should have left earlier because if I would have left 20 minutes earlier, as I usually do, I wouldn't have got blocked off in my parking lot, but I didn't, and it fucked up, and I should have taken that as a sign. It was eerie, because what I could have done, I technically can kind of take a detour to my normal route about the halfway point going to the alternative route, but instead I said I passed that detour, and I just kept going on that alternative route. I get to the light, I take my right, I go, there's nobody going. My friend calls, we're on FaceTime, we're talking, we're chit-chatting. I put my phone down in my lap, AirPod in, I'm chatting. We're going up the street, having a grand old time, having a grand old conversation. I get to the end of this conversation, we're about to part ways. Right as I get to that point in which we're about to part ways, I see this car about 150 yards in front of me, straggling in the median. Now, 150 yards is more than enough time for us to close that gap. Now, there was a car in front of me. That car was going pretty fast. So in that 150 yards, let me just say, really, there's a buffer, about 100-yard difference in between me and that other car for that person to take this turn as he straggles in the fucking median. Well, guess what he did? Didn't do that. So now he waits after that guy passes. Now, 100 yards traveling about 50 miles per hour. I don't know. You could do the fucking math. I'm tracking. I'm saying there's a 10 to 15 second buffer, right? Nothing crazy. Maybe a little bit less. Let's just say 8-second buffer, but more than enough to take that turn. I get closer to this median. Mind you, it's a left turn into a neighborhood. It's either a left turn or a UE, right? There's a turn lane in my side of the road too as well, but that's just a busted UE going the opposite direction. So Buddy is going to wait. And I see him in the median, so I'm in the outside lane, closest to the entrance. And I started to touch on my brake a little bit right before I got to the median. Let me say maybe 30 feet before getting down. I was like, bro, why he in the median like that? Because he kept jerking. And I'm paying attention, but I'm also kind of finishing my conversation. But I'm also paying attention, and I see him, but I'm like, all right, he's not finna turn. He has no way to turn. He'll have to turn into me. Well, this dumb fuck proceeds to, when I get about 20 feet from the median, not even 20, it wasn't even that close. No, it was way closer. Maybe 10 feet to that median, to that intersection, he fucking takes it. And not only does he fucking take it, he hits me smack dead in my fucking grill. I'm going to post a picture here to show you how fucking crazy this shit was. And see, here's the thing. The only way I could have avoided him at the rate of speed in which I was going and in the direction that we were going and at the point in which he took the turn. So at this point, I don't know if he was trying to take a U-turn or if he was trying to turn into the neighborhood. Regardless, he smacks me. The only way I could have avoided him was hitting a ditch. I'm not dying. So I said, fuck it. And I smacked right into him in that split second. AirPod, pop out, fly out 70 yards the other way. That shit all the way on the other side. I had to get the Find My app the next day to find my fucking AirPod. And now my car is fucking totaled and I'm agitated. Immediately, I feel the little pain. I feel the abrasions. I feel the heat coming from the airbag. I feel the dust settling on me. It's burning. I'm itching. But now I'm like, fuck this guy because I got surgery on Monday, so I'm pissed the fuck off. I get up out my car by crawling out to the passenger side. Witnesses all right there because it's a busy intersection at that point of the day. So there's probably, I say, about 6 to 7 cars. 2 white men hopped out on foot, saw everything. One guy ran to his car, one guy ran to mine. The one that ran to mine, younger guy, very nice. I get up out my car, immediately grab my phone, hang up on the homie. I ain't even tell the homie I was good. This nigga probably thought I was dead. Love to you, Matthew. Love you, Matthew Carter. But I hop out and I'm just so fucking agitated. I'm fuming. I'm ready to just crash the fuck out. Because in my head I go, nobody here in my family is around me. My brother is gone. All my friends live in Atlanta or further. I don't have a car. Shit gets spooky. Like that's the moment where like me and bro run fade. Say fuck the police. Before they get here, let's run a 15 since you just fucked up my week. His car don't look as bad, but it still look fucked up. Mine looks horrible. I get up out, and Buddy clutching on his stomach. And before I could even pay attention and register what's going on, my head ringing a little bit. I'm a little fucked up. All I hear is oh my God, my stomach. And there's an accent. And I was like, I know the fuck not. 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 This nigga not gonna pull the accent out. So this nigga is accenting it up to these white men like, oh my God, my stomach. And I'm pissed off. Immediately hopped on the phone with my parents. This is my first real accident. So I'm really like, hey bro, I don't know what the fuck to do. My head hurt. Can y'all help me through this process? My mom just like, yo, old dumbass can't never do nothing right. My dad on the phone. Man, you better be happy you alive because you can't drive for shit. Like, shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck? Anyway, I proceed to then exchange with the white man, get the story straight. It take the police about 4-5 minutes to get there. Then it take the ambulance like a whole nother. No, the ambulance got there first. It probably took them about 4-5 minutes to get there, and then take the police extra 10 to 15. And this was some rush hour shit, hilarious. Me and this Asian man, this accented Asian man, let me put an asterisk on that. He's accented at the moment. He clutching over on his side, whatever. The police that pull up is a young training officer, black kid, he my age, and an older Asian man. Quite literally the fucking mirror image of what just happened, except that guy was definitely 6 foot and I was not. Like, not the Asian man, but the black guy. But anyway, that's besides the fact. Me and him look just as dashing, as good looking. And then this other guy, and then the cop that pulled up was an Asian man with an accent. Now, people would think I would be joking. No, I'm dead the fuck serious. He also had an accent. But here's the crazy part. When the cop pulled up, my bro that was clutching, trying to play victim, mind you, trying to play victim, he over here asking, oh, what happened? What happened? I see him. He go too fast. The guy was like, nah, bro, what the fuck were you doing? You just ran into him. I'm cool at that point. I cooled off a little bit. My adrenaline's a little pumping, legs shaking, dick small. Everybody know when your adrenaline get pumping, your dick just start to caterpillar into your body. It's weird. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know how that's a survival response. I don't know if that's just me, but I know most people feel that. All my men, comment down below if your dick gets small when your adrenaline go high, especially in like a fighting situation. I used to remember getting off the football field after a long game. My dick would be so far in my body, like it would feel as if I'm fucking myself. I need to stop saying these things out loud. It doesn't matter. See, I'm starting to talk like him. I said out loud. Like, what the fuck? Fuck him. Anyway, the police get there. Asian man with an accent who was the police officer and the Asian man with an accent who was the said victim at the moment clutching over on his side. The second Asian man that was the police officer pull up, that accent is gone. Now he's like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I saw him and, he proceeded to go faster and he ran into me. And I'm like, whoa, bitch. Where the fuck did that accent go? Where the fuck we get Tom? We was just talking to fucking Shin. Why the fuck we get Tom? What the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on? I was really agitated at that point. And I got a mild concussion. So I'm really like, I'm off it. And I'm like, damn, am I just being racist and imagining shit? But no, this dude had a fucking accent. Because that white man came up to me about 10 minutes later after giving his witness statement. He was going to wait till the other cop and the ambulance was done. And he was like, Did you hear him speaking an accent? I was like, I was finna ask you the same shit because I don't want to be racist. And see, you a white man, so you already, innately you are racist. So I was like, wait, hold up, like we not tweaking though. And yeah, buddy ditched his accent. He was trying to play victim. He ended up being at fault. And yeah, so I was carless. Lo and behold, my parents left their keys at the crib, so it was cool. Almost had to get a ride from the fucking police. That would have shot down my street cred. I can't be out here, being so affiliated as I am with the police showing up at my house. What the fuck do I look like? Back to the hood. Homie's gonna look at me crazy. So I had my famous Crip come and pick me up. Shout out to him. Love him to death. He's a great person. More for him later on the Really Bad Network. But I have this car accident, at fault, whatever. I went to that junkyard the next day to clean out all my shit, and it was very funny because the white dude that was there was like, hey, man, that looked like a bad accident. Were you at fault? I was like, nah, luckily I wasn't. And then he said, let me guess, Asian? And I was like, all right, see, you said it. I mean, I didn't feel comfortable saying it out loud, but now that I'm with you, but then no, does that make me a Trumper then if I did that, if I let him be racist around me? Or is it just observant because he does work at a junkyard? Because I did ended up asking him before I left. I was like, so when it comes to like the ratio of people, he was like, yeah, first is women and second is Asians. And I was like, that's crazy because that confirms a lot of my beliefs. And that's why stereotypes are good because they at least inform you of the real shit. But yeah, so now, I've been driving around in my dad's car flexing on women, pulling up on people. I went on a date with this car just to, spice everything up. And yeah. The day went horribly, and she had an odor. I'm not used to people having odors. That was weird. And it wasn't like aromatics. It was like onions, and I really did not like her. She was real weird, but she was like, she paid for the date at least, and I don't know why she did. I think it was because of my surgery or whatever. I gave her a little sap story, and all I ate was salad, but she was finna toss mine. But yeah, I'm carless. I do got a whip coming up. It's a little beater. Cause that car had been paid off. That was like my mom old car. She gave it to me after they had paid it off. I think I had to pay like $5,500 left. I don't remember. I paid some type of dollar amount before the car was paid off. I think I don't remember. It's so long ago. Had that car for 5 years. Worked on me great. Darnell. So R.I.P. Darnell. Actually, let's give a moment of silence for Darnell. Darnell, you gave me some of the greatest days of my life. That one time I tried to have car sex, which was really bad. That one time we was trying to roll up on that dude, and that dude was like, how you gonna roll up on me on a fishbowl? Because I never got my shits tinted, and the homies never really said nothing until after the fact. And then Buddy knew where my car was, and Buddy pulled up on me one day at the house that I lived at with the homies, and I never said anything because I almost got bitched. But at the end of the day, I stepped outside. I was about to run the fair one, and then Buddy hopped out the car, and I didn't know Buddy was short, and so we was about to square up, and I was like, I'm not finna beat your ass if you the same height as me. That don't do nothing for us. We just look stupid. We look like two little niggas fighting, but he was happy. He was like really like he was yapping, and he was having that shit. He was like, you's a bitch, you's a bitch, you's a bitch. So shout out Darnell. Darnell, you protected me in that moment. Darnell, we had some good times. You know what I'm saying? Darnell, I crashed Darnell maybe 4 times. 2 times didn't even tell nobody. Had a bumper that was leaning off that bitch. That thing got fixed technically. So shout out to that. And now I'm in a beater, so I'm a post my car here. I don't have it yet, but I'm gonna post it. What it look like for now? We got like a 2010 GMC Acadia. I got that bitch for like a third of what the insurance was about to get back to it. So I really made out on this bitch for real. And that bitch got 100,000 miles. I'm finna ride that bitch till it fall off. Cause fuck a car note. I was finna buy a new car and I was like, hell the fuck no. Car note crazy. Insurance is crazy, especially with an accident on my record. I'm smooth on all of that. Fuck that. Hell no. All y'all niggas paying car notes. Y'all are fucking idiots. Go drive a beater and get your money up. I love stepping out fly. I got hella clothes. I got everything I want. I got all the electronics. I got everything I need. I'm not in no debt with shit. And I'm going to stay on that beater because why the fuck would I get a nice car for what? Who's that for? My car worked. That's all I need. Point A, point B. I'm not pulling up to the fucking Met Gala in my Chariot. The fuck? No, you're idiots. Why are you driving a $700 car note car, you fucking idiot? You a year removed from working at TJ Maxx. You just got your first corporate job. Why you doing some dumb shit like that? You got a Jaguar. You look like a fucking dummy. Go get you a shit box. Go get you a 2010 Honda Civic that somebody used to smoke weed in. You know what I'm saying? Go get you that Honda Passport. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Go get you that 2008 Toyota RAV4. You know, that mom used to drive. Got 90,000 miles on it, but it's a good 90,000 because, you know, she had that warranty. She made sure she went every 2 to 3 months to get her oil changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop getting these fucking expensive ass cars for what? Unless you a car dude. If you a car person, cool. But if you a normie and you over here buying like a fucking Supra or some dumb shit, I don't know. What's a good car? I had this one girl, she got an Alfa Romeo the first time she got her real job. Bitch, you making $50K a year. Why would you do that to yourself? Her interest rate was like 9%. You fucking dumbass. What are you doing? Fuck are you doing? Anyway. I only say that to make myself feel better about my shit box. But I do like shit boxes though. I really don't give a fuck about cars. But yeah, last but not least, we got the really bad rant. This is a new segment I'm gonna do. It's just my rant of the week. How I feeling, and I had something that I was feeling. You know what? Actually, give me a second, cause I wrote them down on a list. Because you know what? I just feel like I got too much pent up aggression just about life. Let me see which one I'm gonna choose today. Okay, actually, this one is very fitting. Recently, my brother got cornrows, braids, whatever you want to call them. And this was prior to me doing it. So Miles, I'm sorry, but this was actually me prior. But it's funny because it's topical. Any nigga over the age of 25 that goes and gets braids should be they should be given a misdemeanor for existing. If you go and get your hair braided past the age of 25, you deserve a misdemeanor. Previous to that, if you a college age person, I'm with it. But men, I don't know what it is. Go get a grown man hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? And you getting braids is not pulling away from the fact that you fucking got your hairline receding, nigga. Like, why would you do that to yourself? And now you make us look like bad people because we don't enjoy your haircut. And now we have to look at your shapely head. Now, I'm not talking about my brother specifically. I actually think the cornrows fit him, but he's also a little sus. So it's just like things can work for him that I find disgusting because it's like, you know what? You already disgust me for existing, you know? That's a little harsh. I didn't mean it like that, but I kind of did, I think. But yeah, any grown man who's getting braids, and you know what? That's actually fucked up. Any grown man getting braids that doesn't do something braid worthy, and I'm gonna run down the braid worthy things. Maybe that's what it is. You have to have a braid worthy lifestyle. One that you could wear like if you get in designs in your hair like the heart, Drake and shit, like what the fuck, ew, no, grown ass men putting hearts in their hair, grow the fuck up. The ASAP Rockies is kind of weird. The Travis Scott braids, Travis Scott too fucking old, he like in his 30s, get that shit up out of here, bro. But let me break it down some braid worthy, because you know I'm about to take back what I just said. Let me go braid worthy things, right? Profession is definitely number one. Athlete, I'm going to accept braids. I'm going to accept braids, cornrows, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to accept those. But if you pushing 40, we got to talk. Profession is very up there. So, you know, I don't know about an actor. I don't think I fuck with an actor with some braids. That's not a grown man. That's not mature enough. That's not demure, type shit. What the hoes be saying. If you have ever been incarcerated, so prior to getting that misdemeanor slapped, as I said in that previous statement, ixnay, somebody who already has a felony. Now, if you have a felony and you graduated from the misdemeanor, so that misdemeanor won't really do shit, but you already got a felony, you can still wear braids after the age of 25. It's fully acceptable. Wear that till you die. Big Meech just got out of jail. That nigga gonna wear braids to the day he died. I'm not mad at it. I don't know why he got new teeth. I feel like he could have kept his teeth. I don't know if his teeth was fucked up while he was in the pen. He looked a little bloated too. I don't know. He needs to. I hope he get like healthy and shit. His son in Hollywood. I know he probably wasn't eating great in prison. I just hope he get a little healthy, cause I didn't like how he looked. He looked a little bad. Not horrible. I wouldn't even say he looked bad. He just, he looked old. He looked his age. And I just want him to look healthy because Big Meech was a big inspiration for niggas like me. I don't know why. I lived a great life in a suburban house. So yeah, profession, lifestyle, and then the gays. I'm going to leave the gays alone because the gays, they know how to do things tastefully. So if you a gay man and you rocking cornrows, I respect it. I respect it. Because I just feel like, and of course that only that's only dignified for black gay men. If I see any other ethnicity, no. And then you know what? The Arabs who be rocking the braids and like the little cornrows and shit, I kind of fuck with them because they do it tastefully too. But that's also might be some cultural things. I might just be racist. Stop wearing braids, man. How about that? Everybody get a misdemeanor. Don't wear no fucking braids. I got this picture of Justin Timberlake that I love to use with him wearing some cornrows. I just don't do that shit. But anyway, this has been the Really Bad Podcast. You know, shout out to me. I'm still alive. I didn't die. They told me after I got my gallbladder taken out that I should be shitting all the time and it should be like water. But also my gallbladder been fucked up for a while, so I haven't shit crazy yet. So I think my gallbladder been fucked up so long, my body already know how to exist without it. So that means all these symptoms that I thought were gonna go away once I got my gallbladder taken out are just gonna stay because clearly my body is already regulated to this process. Literally nothing's changed, but that don't matter. Go live your life, love yourself. Shout out to all the people. Welcome to the new set of the Really Bad Podcast. This is a really dark episode. I hope the color corrects. I don't know how to do anything in post, so we just gonna hope it looks okay. I got Jesus here. I got the RBP. Shout out to the RBP Army. I don't know what we gonna call actually what we gonna call each other. What is the troop called? I don't know. We'll figure that out one day once I get enough people watching. Shout out. Look at this burger I just bought. That bitch was $60. I got money like that. Fuck y'all. Shout out to the Really Bad people. Shout out to all the really... Well, no, we not that. Shout out to the Really Bad Podcast. Thank y'all for listening. This has been another episode. I really got to stop talking. I just be rambling sometimes. I don't even know what I be saying. I'm going to be becoming more concise as a person. I really love myself. Inshallah, Allah, all the praise due to the Most High. I'm eating chocolate again. My stomach been fucked up ever since I did that. I don't really have much else to say. Thank y'all. Good night. Really bad people. Woo!